Welcome to part 2. In this video, I'm going to be giving you some examples of how you can implement my 3, 30, and 3 rule of marketing into your business. And since we like to get things done the right way the first time, we're doing this right now. I'd like to welcome you to Construction Business TV. Of course, I am Joshua Brewer, one of the co-founders of the Patria company. If this is the first time that we're meeting, I've been consulting in small to mid-sized business for over 20 years. You can learn more about me and my credentials out on LinkedIn. I'll leave a link to my profile in the description below so that we can get connected there as well. And if you're ready to take full control of your business so that you can grow it, manage it, and succeed as a business owner, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so that you're notified as we continue to put out more valuable information to help you achieve your business goals. Before I get started, I hope that you've already watched Think You Can Handle a Real Marketing Strategy, and that you already have your detailed list of your target markets with what they want written down. It must be written down. We cannot do marketing out of our head. Secondly, I expect that you've already watched part 1 of this series, Sales is Not Marketing, and that you already have your list of your customers with their percent of income contribution to your business in front of you. With all of that done, now we're ready to cover my marketing rule of 3, 30, and 3. What does the first 3 remind us of? It reminds us that we only have 3 seconds to capture someone's attention. Whether it be the sign on the outside of our office or building, or a newspaper ad. Oh, and I hope you're not doing newspaper ad, and I hope you're not doing that. Oh, and I hope you're not doing that. And I really hope you're not doing that. Oof. Now, it also could be the title of a YouTube video or of one of your articles or blogs that's showing up in a search engine listing. Just think for a moment how quickly you scroll through those listings on YouTube, on the search engines, or think about how fast somebody is driving by your office or building. Do you grab their attention with your message in 3 seconds or less? As a reminder, what is marketing? Marketing is your one-way communication that you have designed in order to get the attention of your target market to make them aware of your brand. Let's start with an old school example so that we can see how this principle is applied. The door knocker. If you're not familiar with a door knocker, it's a long rectangular piece of marketing material, normally printed on cardstock in full color, with a hole at the top where it can be easily slipped around a doorknob. It's normally placed at the main entrance of a home or an office building. Here are a couple examples of door knocker headlines that I would recommend. I noticed dangerous cracks in your steps that could cause an injury. Did you know that cement repair is not that expensive and can save you from a lawsuit? And if you're a roofing contractor, your door knocker headline could read, I noticed that your roof is severely worn, which could leak and cause expensive interior damage. When was the last time that you had your roof inspected? Did you notice the attention-grabbing question? These examples use a psychological formula that I will be teaching more about in another series. But for right now, simply recognize how quick and to the point they are, and how they send an important message in seconds. I will talk more about the door knockers in a moment, but for now, let's apply the same principle to a modern marketing opportunity, YouTube. A great 3-second video title could be something like this. How do I know if my roof is about to start leaking? Your video content could include you getting up on top of a roof for 5 or 10 minutes and just showing some danger signs that reveal to you as a professional how a roof might start leaking any day. Go ahead and help people out. They really appreciate it, and it builds your credibility. Remember the old adage, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. Now, this thought leads me right into the second part of my 3, 30, and 3 rule of marketing. So your prospect has clicked on your link or has picked up your marketing material. Now you have only 30 seconds to engage them. That's it, 30 seconds. I cannot emphasize enough how 30 seconds is the maximum time you have. Some experts have a different calculation for this, and there is good evidence to show that 10 to 15 seconds is very critical with online marketing. But we use 30 seconds because that really does work for all marketing mediums, including print media. However, you do need to have your hook out in at least 10 to 15 seconds. But if you got their attention in 3 seconds, most people will give you 30 seconds before they click away from your website page or from your video or throw away your marketing material. So what does this mean practically? You just can't market off the cuff or ad lib. It takes planning. Like I said at the very beginning, you have to have it written down. You can't market out of your head because it's the one-way communication that you're putting out on the internet. Let's keep going by returning to our door knocker example. So your prospect has your marketing material in their hand. And what do they actually see? Well, we do this and this and that and give us a call. No thank you, in the trash. How about using the same example I gave in the video? Instead say, does your roof look like this or that? And then show them a few images of things that they can easily identify and then offer them an inspection as your call to action. But first, before we get too far ahead of ourselves with the call to action, let's circle back and confirm that we have a good understanding. Your potential prospect has just clicked on your link or picked up your marketing material within 3 seconds or less. Now they're in the meat of your material. In order to advance to the third section of my 3, 30, and 3 rule, you must engage them in 30 seconds. See, within 30 seconds, that prospect is going to determine whether or not to give you 3 minutes of their time. That's it, 3 minutes. Don't kid yourself, that's all you get. 3 seconds to capture their attention, 30 seconds to engage them, and 3 minutes to give them something of value, like a tour of an old roof or clearly printed images on your marketing material. At the end of 3 minutes or less, you need to give them an option to take action. What is the next step? In some cases, it's simply to watch the next 3 minutes of your video. In other cases, it will be a direct call to action, like having your contact information on the reverse side of your door knocker. This is why it is so important that we understand that sales is not marketing and marketing is not sales. If you have successfully guided your prospect to this point, you've done a great job, but we must remember that we haven't actually sold anything yet because all you're doing is marketing. Lastly, within our marketing strategy, we must take the right approach when it comes to quantity. If you've never looked up the mere exposure effect, it's the fancy psychological term that helps us understand the power of familiarity. Go ahead and do yourself a favor and look it up and watch some videos. Mere, M-E-R-E, exposure effect. Practically speaking, a common mistake made with marketing is the thought that if we merely see our brand enough, that it's going to have a positive effect. However, when we apply the first impressions last a lifetime principle, we can quickly see how many marketing campaigns crash and burn. We must plan because we only have 3 seconds to make that first impression. Perform a solid market analysis or hire someone to help you because it is so important that you understand your target market and how they are judging your marketing efforts. For some of you, our video titled, "Think You Can Handle a Real Marketing Strategy?" may seem oversimplified, but after working with over 700 companies, it astounds me how few of my clients can actually concisely describe their target market. Because if you don't know your target market, you can't describe them. You can never describe accurately what they want. Furthermore, if your results from part 1 of this series proved that only a handful of GCs comprise your entire customer base, then we have to be honest with ourselves and admit just how fragile our business really is. Having a small customer base is just too risky. Once you can describe your target market and their needs in detail, then your marketing must adequately represent your company and communicate directly to that group. Your marketing material must be consistent across all mediums: website, social media, and print material. Invest some money in your presentation. Yes, there are many free forms of marketing, but good marketing is not free. Remember, first impressions last a lifetime, and you only have 3 seconds. As we wrap up part 2 of this series, you may have some specific questions about your sales and marketing program, and we have a couple options to help you out. First of all, our podcast, Your Business or Your Life, and we'll put a link to it down in the description below. You can ask us questions by visiting our website, patriaco.com, and we will answer them during the podcast anonymously. With that being said, join me in part 3 as we open up the Pandora's box of the sales process. And of course, we will continue to check the comments below for your questions. You can also ask me directly out on LinkedIn or at quality-trades.com. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so that you are notified as we continue to put out more information that we know is going to help you take full control of your business. And we're looking forward to hearing your success stories as we continue this journey together.